Abadan in Iran, famous for oil refineries. Abadan in Persia is a city in the Khuzestan province in southwestern Iran. It lies on Abadan Island on the Arvan River. By 2001, the population had jumped to 206,073, only to double in the past 5 years. Alexandria, city and seaport of Egypt, founded by Alexander the Great, handles about 80% of the country's exports. Alexandria, with a population of 3.5 to 5 million, is the second largest city in Egypt and its largest seaport. Alexandria extends about 20 miles or 32 kilometers along the coast of the Mediterranean Sea in the northwest of Egypt and is an important industrial center because of its natural gas and oil pipelines from Suez. Angkor Wat, ruined temple in Cambodia, signposts of ancient Oriental civilization. Angkor Wat is a temple at Angkor, Cambodia, built for King Suryavarman II in the early 12th century as his state temple and capital city. The largest and best preserved temple at this site, it is the only one to have remained a significant religious center, first Hindu, then Buddhist, since its foundation. Baku, oil fields of Azerbaijan. Baku is the capital and the largest city of Azerbaijan. Located on the southern shore of the Absheron Peninsula, modern Baku consists of 3 parts: the Old Town, the Boom Town, and the Soviet-built town. About 3 million people live in the metropolitan area due to large numbers of refugees and internally displaced persons. Bethlehem, a town in Palestine, the birthplace of Christ. Bethlehem is a city in the West Bank under Palestinian Authority, considered a central hub of Palestinian cultural and tourism industries. The city has great significance for Christianity as it is the birthplace of Jesus of Nazareth. The traditional site of Rachel's tomb, which is an important holy site in Judaism, lies at the city's outskirts. Bratislava, a town in Czechoslovakia on Czech-Russian border. Bratislava is the capital of Slovakia and the country's largest city with a population of some 450,000. Bratislava is the political, cultural and economic center of Slovakia. It is the seat of the Slovak presidency, parliament and government, as well as home to several universities, museums, theatres, galleries and other national economic, cultural and educational institutions. Churchill, in Ladakh, highest airfield in the world. Chinese troops attacked it in 1962. Churchill was an important target for the Chinese. It lay on the road to Leh, a narrow sandy valley at an altitude of 4,337 meters. It was bound to the north by the clear blue waters of the Pangong Sao Lake, the east and west by 5,700-meter ranges, and the Churchill airfield to the south. Detroit, USA, the biggest car manufacturing town in the world. Detroit is the largest city in the U.S. state of Michigan and is the seat of Wayne County. Founded in 1701 by French fur traders, it is a major port city located north of Windsor, Ontario, on the Detroit River in the Midwest Great Lakes region of the United States. It is known as the world's traditional automotive center and an important source of popular music legacies, celebrated by the city's 2 familiar nicknames, Motor City and Motown. Gibraltar, key to Mediterranean fortress and naval base situated on rock in the extreme south of Spain. Gibraltar is the UK overseas territory located on the south of the Iberian Peninsula, overlooking the Strait of Gibraltar that links the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. The territory shares a land border with Spain to the north. Gibraltar has historically been an important base for the British Armed Forces and is the site of British Naval Base. Hiroshima, an industrial center of Japan which was destroyed by atom bomb in 1945. The Japanese city of Hiroshima is the capital of Hiroshima Prefecture and the largest city in the Chugoku region of western Honshu, the largest of Japan's islands. It is most known throughout the world as the first city in history subjected to nuclear warfare with the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in World War II. Kharkiv, important town of Ukraine, manufactures motor cars, tractors and agricultural machinery. Kharkiv is the second largest city in Ukraine. It is the administrative center of the Kharkiv Oblast province as well as the administrative center of the surrounding Kharkivsky Rayon district, which is within the oblast. Kharkiv is one of the main industrial, cultural and educational centers of Ukraine. Its industry and research specialize on arms production and machinery. Los Angeles, a part of California, USA. The famous film industry of Hollywood is established here. It is the cinema city of the world. Los Angeles, known around the world as LA or by locals as the City of Angels, is the most populous city in the state of California and the second most in the United States. One of the world's major global cities, it is located in Southern California and has a population of over 4 million people spanning 498 square miles. Osaka, Japan. It is known as the Manchester of Japan. It is sometimes called the Venice of Japan. Osaka is the capital of Osaka Prefecture and the third largest city in Japan with a population of 2.7 million. It is located in the Kansai region of the main island of Honshu at the mouth of the Yodo River on Osaka Bay. Osaka is the historical commercial capital of Japan and is still one of Japan's major industrial centers and ports. Vienna, capital of Austria. The venue of strategic arms limitation talks are SALT between Russia and USA. Vienna is the capital of Austria and also one of the 9 states of Austria. Vienna is Austria's primate city with a population of about 1.6 million. Vienna is by far the largest city in Austria as well as its cultural, economic and political center. Vienna lies in the southeastern corner of Central Europe and is close to the Czech Republic, Slovakia and Hungary.